Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Condors and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Kentucky got one of the bright young stars in the college football universe. Will Stein has done a fantastic job for the last several years as the Oregon offensive coordinator. Now an opportunity to run his own program in the SEC. We'll see if Will Stein can get the Kentucky Wildcats back on top as contenders in the South. Back to you.
Holly, really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll be the Condors kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will have the opening possession of the game. C.J. Baxter, the former Texas Longhorn, he has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. So the Condors offense takes the field for the first time in this game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jess. But it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success. But play within yourself. Make those plays. Don't make the big mistakes.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to him. Fights off a defender. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Oh, better look out. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Keeps it on first down.
This offense comes out first drive. There's no mistake about what they're going to do. They love running the option. Quarterback makes a nice read. This defense better get dialed in and better stop the first option.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Condors are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up with the field goal. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Snagged out of the air. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. He might want another play. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On target over the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Wildcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rides the option, he keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On
3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go. He did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
And it'll be the Condors line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Baxter. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll go with Baxter. He unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in with one hand. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Some misdirection with the counter. There's a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Right on the money. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Snap in the shotgun. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wildcats. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. They'll run this play from the pistol. To the ground with the back. Hard running there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Working that left side now. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Rides the back and leaves it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Under fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to run for it. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that, turning it on! Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a run.
It'll be a first down from the makes the catch. It's Baxter. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Kentucky going quickly. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Let it go. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. They'll go with Baxter. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again. He's up to 57 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of
throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, you can't script this up any better. If you're on offense, 3 drives and 3 touchdowns. This offensive play caller right now, man, he is in a rhythm. Everything he is dialing up is working perfectly. But, David, when you've got the pieces that they have on offense, when you've got the quarterback, you've got the running backs and the tight ends and the wide receivers and this offensive line, man, sometimes it can make you look real good, but they have been up and down the field.
and it's all working together at the same time. You're right, so many weapons. And that script, Palmer, you talk about, like the first, 10 to 15 plays, is good. Like, I would just restart the script because this has been a heck of a start to a football game.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. The inside handoff. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Maybe some room here.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Just shy of midfield at the 47, the defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Condors racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quick.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He's up to 55 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The Wildcats called their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And if you're going to play zone coverage, man, you've got to get to the quarterback because those holes are going to pop open at some point. Nice job hanging in the pocket. Good protection by the offensive line, finding the strike over the middle of the field, but it started with the protection up front.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires it down the seam. Upstairs, he's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now from inside the red zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wildcats. Makes the grab inbounds.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
Number 91, set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's King. He gets a block. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies. taking on the Missouri State Bears. And it's Texas A&M trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Kroger Field. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's King. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, I caught up with the Condors head coach. One of the things he talked to his team about in the locker room was this defense has to get things fixed. Too many missed opportunities, too many missed assignments there. The offense has the ball right now, and they can make up some ground, but this team talking together, both offense and defense have to get on the same page to get back in this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Got room to work. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. And it'll be the Condors will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Kentucky right back to the line. They'll give it to Baxter. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes and catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. After the whistle, there is a man who has yet to leave the field, and they'll check on him. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. At the 45, on his way. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going to ride this running back.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackle.
Maybe a crease. Picks up the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here comes the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run the option. Doing it himself again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. He's up to 90 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Moving out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. Drills him with the stiff arm. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Wildcats, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
They are really clicking along 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And nice job by the defense. The quarterbacks had some good success running the football. All eyes on him. They were locked in. They had nowhere to go with the football, and I like it. They finished the run with a nice physical.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And the punishment has been extended.
And it's been more of the same in the 2nd half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game. Lining up for the PAT.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Condors send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The run inside. It's Barnes. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. From the red zone, it's Barnes. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He leaves it with his back. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. And it'll be the Condors can really attack on this 2nd and short. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to the ground with the running back. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Condors will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking a...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Across the 35. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He's got it on the run, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what we've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop him.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. On the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Got it in the middle. It's Gilmore.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gilmore. Could not make his way to the corner. Kentucky going quickly. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Offense, quick tempo. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. A little release to the back. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And it'll be the Condors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. The Condors will punt this one away. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. The option look. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Condor! And they turn it into a defensive score. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Number 95, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the away team sideline, the team is trying to rally together right now. Coming off that last disastrous drive, this offense has their back against the wall. They know they've got points to make up, but they keep yelling one play at a time. Guys, we've got to execute better. We'll see if they're able to do that right now on this drive. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Line gets set, first down.
Here we go,
ready. Red 54, red 54. Coming to you, coming to you. Ready, go. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Clock stops as we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. So now it's second and long. Send the tight end in motion. Running inside, it's Stevens. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Now on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And it'll be the Condors will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Spins away from the defense. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. We're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Kentucky's offense has the ball first today. And we get a look at Kenny Menchie, formerly of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Quick with the spin move. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And here comes Daniel Hill. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. That return man thinking, guys, do not mess this up. I put it on the doorstep for you. It's 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Hill. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Keeps it going. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. On the move, he fires. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Trying to take it back. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Pulls it and pop. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Keelan Russell. Rushes on him. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll run it from the gun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Escapes trouble. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Crosses the, snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilmore. And they're able to get him on the ground. Kentucky right back to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Back to pass on 2nd down.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Anderson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
Gets the back moving. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on fourth down.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They'll go right back to the run. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. Might have a chance. And he still just keeps moving. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
He'll keep it on second down, and the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Unloads to the right, and they'll miss the connection here on third down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
27, Kentucky, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Got a man. It's Baxter. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Release to the back. Quick completion on the out route. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on third. Makes the catch. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Kentucky going quickly.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch. He'll wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Dumps it to the back. Found the spot in the defense. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Looking to throw again. Steps to his left, out of the pocket.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic? We've got fast guys, too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Kentucky! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defeated.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Throwing Russell. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Scanning the field, it's Russell. He's got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Pulls it in and looking upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here. So where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilmore. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Kentucky right back to the line.
And, man, it's all eyes on this Will Stein offense. He comes back to Kentucky, man. He's an offensive savant. Spent his time, obviously, in Oregon.
Caught, and he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Wants to throw it again. Finds a man in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are first and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Russell. Pressure coming. It's caught. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. The big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing the NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Russell on play action. Oh, they're after him. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the play. There is a Kentucky Wildcat down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Keelan Russell. He's got him. Powers through the defender. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. They'll try the toss to the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Moving away from pressure. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. On the run, it's Hill. Could be an alley. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score Alabama 34, Kentucky 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but
trying to get behind the defense. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. He goes right back to the air, working that wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Gilmore. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
It's a running room. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Hand off for Baxter. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Alabama sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Throwing Russell. Makes the grab. It's Edwards.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here's a heat. He gets away. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Russell. Under fire. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Keelan Russell trying to burn this defensive back. Hauls in the deep ball. Here he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Out of bounds at the 38, and a really nice return there sets up the offense. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front.
Looking long. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
Looking for his man. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes that Alabama offense. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Defense.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Throwing Russell. Grab behind the line. It's Edwards. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Behind the chains now on second and long. They go play action with Russell. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Dropping back, it's Russell. Rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The short hands, it's Gilmore. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Back to pass. Stepping to the right. Unleashes it. Connection to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Gilmore. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure going right. This time it's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Wildcats in the hurry up. Wants to keep it in the air. Escapes the sack. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Baxter again. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Kentucky 27.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rip. Oh, he's got some space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. Russell on play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Still on his feet. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to the run, it's Hill. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the stomping has commenced.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
51. Kentucky 27.
Here he comes with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
They'll take over.
And this safety is a ball hawk.
Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the 1st down. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So Kentucky's offense will now get its first chance with the football. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Kentucky going quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Anderson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And they can't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Zings it complete to the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Makes the grab. It's Miller. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. A first down run in the red zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Down 7-0, and they'll have a chance to match the score on this drive. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Runs through a tackle. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defeated.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the Oaks. These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Russell. He'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Throws it deep. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Rodriguez. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Pulls it in, it's Miller. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Wildcats want to move quickly. Looking to throw for it. Finds his man. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Dead center perfect, and that will extend their lead even further.
Number 91, set to kick this one.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. They go play action with Russell. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The run inside. It's Hill. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. It's 3rd and 5. Keelan Russell. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that one. Good coverage.
He makes the grab. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He wants to change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Great place to start for this offense. Using his legs, it's Hill. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Caught behind the line. It's Rodgers. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Russell on play action. Pulls it in. It's 4. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Throwing Russell. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing in the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Kentucky right back to the line. On third down, here's Baxter. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He shanked it. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They go play action with Russell. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's second and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Kentucky spends its second timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Russell. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Tide! How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, he got rid of it quickly on the line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Kentucky trying to get a little scratch in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. They're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running inside, it's Barnes. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wants to throw on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. The short hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Keelan Russell. They're working that left side, carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. Again, it's Russell. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes a connection. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has it with really good field position. Just going to keep it after the snap. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Keeping it on the... It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Firing to the right, complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Converts on fourth down, still going. He's got it up for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside, it's Barnes. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already four-down territory? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. What a disappointment. No good. It's still a three-point game after the miss. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing Russell. It's complete to the left. There's some room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Shoots it to the left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for a big gain. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Another incompletion on third down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Barnes. Turning it on! He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Barnes. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They punt it away on fourth down. Just needs a crack to get a return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. I'd be calling a hot route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires left. Complete downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's complete. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Oh, what a cut! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Hill. Looking for room at the 40. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on them. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Russell. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Russell on play action. Pressure coming. And they got it.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
Makes the grab on the left. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll run it. It's Hill. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to barrel in. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will give them the lead.
Number 1.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that one stings for this offense, man, because your defense just gave up points. They grabbed the momentum. You're trying to go get it back. And what do? You cough the football up, put your defense right back on the field. They got to answer the bell this time.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Fires to the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. So now on comes the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely perfect. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17.
Kentucky 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to...
Sprinting away! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Moving out to the right. Quarterback moving. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Wildcats. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll run the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keelan Russell. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. He'll take it on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback gets the first down. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. That's caught. It's Rodriguez. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw it again. It's complete to the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He wants it all. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for offense to go out and win this ball.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing Russell. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rodgers. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right on the money. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it?
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy that they keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run.
What? Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense.
Makes the grab in their space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads. You could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Trying to run, it's Hill. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Russell. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Bama! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Kentucky sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Wants to throw on first down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. All the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good.
That makes the score now 38, Kentucky 24.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground and you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he's thrown another interception. So the Iowa Hawkeyes kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He stopped right there after a short. So Iowa's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes their five-star freshman quarterback. He is a weapon on offense. That is why he was so highly touted in recruiting, and they've handed him the keys to this offensive engine from the start. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Fouls through the defense. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll go to the counter play. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. To the air, it's Wheeler. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Hawkeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's a give to Malton. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 3rd down, here's Malton. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Phillips. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. 1st and goal from the 4 as they try to break the seal on the scoring. They'll go to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here? And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hawkeye! They're on the board first here in the season opener. Timely decisions affect. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He's picked up 49 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Picks up the first down. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. They've got a first down here to open the period. Finds his man. It's James.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Wheeler. got his man out of the backfield. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Give running right, it's Kamari. At the 40, there he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Under fire, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception.
And that's the problem when you're living in 2nd and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Here's a heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Finds his big tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Running the red zone. It's Moulton. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 1st down. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
It's a good young lesson for all you.